What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So, guys, I want to talk about Eric Williams. And Mr. Eric Williams played for the Boston Celtics for the majority of his career in the NBA, at least when I was watching him. But also he played on teams like the Nets, the Raptors, the Spurs, the Bobcats. But he is really known, at least in the social media world, for his tumultuous relationship with his wife, with Jennifer Williams, which played out on Basketball Wives from seasons 1 through 4. Now, Jennifer was a very attractive lady at the time, and they were roughly around the same age. So he got married toward the end of his career when he was 35. She had to be around the same age. And, at the end of, their marriage, it seemed that they had some problems with his mother stepping into the relationship. So, he was always talking about, well, look, I'm always picking my mother's side. That's my mother. What are you talking about? And this is a grown man talking like this. So obviously that played a role into maybe how they broke up. The mom was still involved on Eric's side. But there's a clip, I won't post it here, but you can actually see that she threw a drink on him after an argument. He called her pretty much nothing. She was 37 years old and she'll be 40 soon, so you're nothing. And she threw a drink on him, and then he threw a better drink on her. And really, when you look at it, you can tell the relationship had reached its pinnacle. And I've been upset before and said things to people before that I don't regret. But it just so happens to be that this is actually on camera. And so media take out reports that now Mr. Eric Williams is in a relationship with a Caucasian woman. All right. And her name is Tessa. And I'm not sure if they are going to be married, although that's what Media Takeout is saying, that they're going to be married. And it seems like he has like a permanent swelling now on the right side of his face that wasn't there before. I'm not sure. But he is in a relationship happy with the white woman. And so I know what some black men are going to say. This is another example of a black man dealing with a white woman. And this is just proof that, a lot of times as a black man moves on, he gets more happier. I really want to look at that for what it is, right? Because I want to also say that many of us as black men, when we also go to the interracial relationship route, do we go to the next relationship as more mature individuals? Meaning that, amongst our own people in our own community, are we actually respecting each other? Or does it take it that we have to go someplace else to act differently and actually be a stand-up person otherwise, because we refuse to do it with our own people, and then when we go over to someplace else, we've actually matured. I want to challenge people on that, because you see, I've seen people, even me, when I moved from Poland to Poland from America, I got to be honest, man. I knew there were certain things in Poland I just can't get away with. Certain things I can't say, or certain things I can't do in a foreign country. So I tend to be more on my best behavior, if that makes sense. And what I honestly feel is that a lot of times when black women are dealing with black men, or black men dealing with black women, we know we can get away with certain things with each other, that when we go to other folks, we don't try that shit. And then we go on other folks and then we say, well, I'm over here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Or, I hear that divester saying, when we marry white men, we stay together longer. And I hear black men say, well, when we go to white women, we stay together longer and we're happier. I believe that's because a lot of times we're giving a better effort to other groups. Why is that? Because we know that they won't take that shit. We know that. We're not going to be around their family acting a goddamn fool because we know exactly what's going to happen. So when we go over there, we keep our stuff together. We do what we're supposed to do. See, the stuff that Mr. Williams may have been giving his ex-wife, he's not going to give it to the other lady because there's consequences for that. You know, now granted, it's very, very possible that the other lady would be, you know, maybe a nicer person, maybe better fit for his personality and all that. And I get that. But a lot of times you got to understand when we're going to other communities, a lot of times as black men, we are more mature. We tend to be more seasoned. We tend to have learned from the mistakes that we make. And then when we go there, we're more of a polished product. All right. We've learned, you know, that some of the stuff that we've done with some of the women in our community wasn't right. So whenever we go to other places, I don't care if you're a person you're dealing in Africa, you know, you go into the diaspora, you're going to be behaving differently based off where you're at. But now that at the same time, when you go and have success in relationships, you're going to say, well, I'm with these women. They're so beautiful and so great. And they don't treat me like that. But have you also figured out that you've also learned from your mistakes? You're just a better man now. You know? And this is, you know, interesting. He seems like he's like a North American Moor now too, because I'm seeing like Moabite's original creation on her page, and this looks like with the red hat, like a North American Moor hat. But she's white. I don't understand that. Anyways, I want to talk about that. Why is it that when we go and give our best, we're giving our best to the people who don't look like us? Nobody wants to answer that. Nobody wants to answer that. The divestors don't want to answer that. The brothers that's going SOS, SBM don't want to answer that. We take out into accountability when we go over there, we're a better overall product. All right? We leave a lot of the Negro stuff that we do at home. Now, if we were to take that attitude and somehow place that particular behavior in our community, and I've even seen it with some of the brothers from Africa. Again, you know, I know some brothers from Zimbabwe and Nigeria and Europe. The things that they would do in their country, they would never do it there in Poland. They would never do it there. The way they follow the laws, oh my goodness. Because you already know what's going to happen if you don't. You better not think about hitting on a Polish woman or talking trash to a Polish woman. You're not gonna even think about that at all. But we do that, and then we don't want to, you know, talk about what's going on there. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.